All right, guys, we are back with top four hat format at Epic Cards and Games in Hearst, Texas. We got Josh J on the left playing Lightsworn Ruler versus Donnell D. Nasty on the right playing Sylvans. So Josh goes first, activates Recharge, gets an extra mill because he did send a Minerva to the grave. Now, both these guys had one loss and one draw. I think they were the 7th and 8th seed. No, they were 6 and 7. There was one X2 who snuck in at 8th. And they actually drew with each other the last round of Swiss. So it looks like Josh just activated Curry Bandit's effect to excavate it during his end phase, excavate the top 5 cards of his deck. Add out of those 5, you add one of those spells and traps to your hand. So he added Charge off the Curry Bandit and passed it back to Donnell. So these two are two of the most successful players on the channel. Donnell's got 7 wins, while Josh has got 4. Who am I rooting for? Neither one of these guys have made the finals in Hat yet. So I would have to say I'm rooting for Josh because he's been playing more Hat than Donnell. Donnell is only like his second tournament back. He, didn't play Hat or Edison for a few months, but glad to have him back. He's getting a little bit better. I know he's notoriously known for being slow, but he hasn't been that bad, at least from what I've seen. The only he and I played in Edison this exact same day, but the Edison tournament was a little bit earlier. And the only reason I got upset was because I feel I didn't want to go into time against him because he's playing Amaryllis. Like if he was playing another deck, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But like Amaryllis is the last deck you want to go into time against, except Chainburn will probably like the only other deck. All right, so here Donnell activates Sylvan Charity. So he used the field spell first to put Marshall Leaf on top of his deck, then used Sylvan Charity. Now he summons Marshall Leaf, excavates the top 2 cards of his deck. He hits the Red Mushroom and the Princess. So the Princess, when it's excavated, you can special summon it from your graveyard and declare level 1 through 8. It becomes that level. Now, with Marshall Leaf, you only have to excavate 1, but the Red Mushroom's kind of bad in this matchup. You don't really need it, so you'd rather just get it in the graveyard. So he's going to reveal Sage Koya from his hand. So it'll be Chainlink 1, Princess Sprout, Chainlink 2, Sage Koya. Sage Koya, when a Sylvan is sent to the graveyard, you can reveal it, special summon it from your hand. It can miss timing, so you got to be careful with it. It's actually pretty good in the mirror match, and I always forget that you can do it during your opponent's turn in the mirror match. But the truth is, there's not many mirror matches that go on at my locals, at least. And the mirror match is not fun. It's usually like someone just makes a huge board or they flip up emptiness. That's kind of like the Sylvan mirror. Whoever draws emptiness or goes first usually wins. All right, so it looks like Donnell's going to XYZ summon Sylvan Aurea. So, yeah, Aurea has 2 effects. So, one effect you don't have to detach a material for is like you can send a plant. It's kind of like the field spell. You can send a plant from your side of the field or your hand to look at the top cards of your deck depending on the level. Now, the other effect is you can detach a material to excavate 1, 2, or 3 cards from the top of your deck. Now, for all the plants you hit, you return that many cards on the field to the owner's hand. Doesn't target. It's a really good card. So you usually go for game with that card, or sometimes you'll bounce Emptiness back to your hand, or you'll bounce Miracle Fur. That's like the best thing to do is to bounce Miracle Fur. So, yeah, he didn't hit any plants, so he's just going to hit Josh for 28 and 15. So here comes the main deck Gores, which is a card that I believe only Josh is the only person I've seen main decking Gores in Hat format. So I would be like, I would not see Gores coming. But like if I was at a big event and someone dropped the Gores on me, I was like, yeah, you got me. That's not a card I'm expecting to see. So Donnell's got, let's see what else Josh. Oh, he dropped his phone. All right, so here comes Charge from Josh Mills. Honest, the one Honest, Lumina, and Tempest. I'm pretty sure Donnell's playing. The only card he's probably main decking is Emptiness, so he's probably gonna Emptiness the Lumina. So Donnell decides to preemptively flip Emptiness. I don't know about that one. Should you have just waited? It didn't matter. He's gonna run over the Marshall Leaf for 12 and then crash with the token. So the Emptiness is gonna destroy itself. So for those of you guys who don't know, Vanity's Emptiness says neither player can special summon. It's a continuous trap card. If a card is sent from your side of the field or your deck to the graveyard, it destroys itself. So he crashes with Aurea. Now he's probably going to use Lumina's effect. Yeah, I think why did Donnell preemptively flip it? Was he afraid of Judgment Dragon? That's the only thing I could see. Did Josh have 4 names? He has 3. Okay, Josh must have had 4 Lightsworns. That kind of makes sense. At least it buys you a turn, but can Donnell get out of this? Hades Soul Charge, really bad. Maybe a Soul Charge is like the only way I think he gets out of this, but Josh might go for Rhapsody here to try and manipulate Donnell's graveyard so that Soul Charge is not too devastating, because that's the only way I see. Yep, Rhapsody's going to banish 2 monsters from his graveyard, so he's going to get rid of Sage. Yeah, now Soul Charge is not as powerful. Does Josh have more plays? He's going to Special Summon Blaster. Okay, what does that do? You banish JD. Oh, he can go Draco Sack and get rid of the field spell. So yeah, Draco Sack's effect is you can detach a material to special summon 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. And its other effect is you contribute a Mecha Phantom Beast monster to pop any card on the field. So he pops the token, pops the field spell, and then uses Rhapsody's second effect, which I have never seen this. I've never seen anyone equip a Rhapsody to a Draco Sack. It's pretty cool. A 3800 Draco Sack. So Rhapsody's second effect is you can equip it to an XYZ monster you control and it gains 1200 attack. Yeah, I don't see how Donnell gets out of this. Me being a Sylvan player, I just know the deck. That's like your Soul Charge is not with only 2 cards in your hand. You need Soul Charge, bad. Yeah, here comes a Soul Charge. Soul Charge, I guess we'll explain it. Target any number of monsters in your graveyard, special summon them, and if you do, you take 1,000 for each, but you can't conduct your battle phase. The turn you use Soul Charge, you can activate 1 Soul Charge per turn. So he gets Aurea. Now, he can still use Aurea's other effect to look at your top cards, but that's not going to... I guess it matters here because you can put the Princess. You can maybe hit something off the Princess, but... I think Donnell should just concede this game. He is cooked. He can't attack. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I don't know what Donnell's doing. If I'm Donnell, I just concede and let's go to game. Wasting time here. Yeah, Donnell concedes. I don't blame him. That Rhapsody hurt. I think Donnell just drew kind of mid. Yeah, his hand just wasn't that good. And the Rhapsody was huge. So Josh went away from getting to his first finals in hat format. We'll see if he can pull it off. All right. So Donnell goes first, activates Curry Banner's effect. Excavates the top guy. Double Miracle for Sage Koya. Okay, so at least Sage Koya is going to get him the field spell for free. So he's going to add 2 cards from his graveyard. So do you add Miracle Furt or Emptiness? Oh, that's tough. Because you need Miracle Furt for the follow-up. Does he hit? But Emptiness is going to win you the game against this deck. So this is a tough choice for Donnell. Yeah, I don't blame him. Oh, he's going to reveal Sage Koya. Okay, so Chainlink 1, Sage Koya, Chainlink 1, Sage Koya in the graveyard, Chainlink 2, Sage Koya in your hand. So he adds the field spell, and it's special summon Sage Koya. Josh summons Raiden, Mills, Lila, and JD. Does he have a Soul Charge? If Josh has Soul Charge, but Donnell has... maybe he doesn't have Emptiness. This animation is like this. Okay, so Josh's Donnell's back row was Light Mirror. See, if that was Light Mirror instead of Iron Wall, Donnell would have been in a much better spot because he would have stopped the Raiden from milling. Then Josh's Soul Charge would have been dead. Instead, since it's Iron Wall, he's gonna pop the Iron Wall, and yeah, that was just if that because I looked at Donnell's deck. He borrowed this deck from Sean. And his deck, it was like the exact same main deck as me except 1 card. So the only thing I would say is if that Iron Wall was Light Mirror, which I think that card is more versatile, you can side against Bujins. I mean, you can cite Iron Wall against Bujins as well, but I just feel Iron Wall is just better. Light Mirror is better. Because Iron Wall doesn't stop JD. It doesn't stop Raiden. It doesn't stop Michael. It's just better. So that's just a side error on Donnell's part. But again, he borrowed this deck. Maybe he'll respond in the comments and say, yeah, I would have much rather side Light Mirror. We'll see if Donnell defends himself. But I mean, his hand is still good. I think he can get out of this. Josh's hand's not that great. I'm just saying he would have been in a much better spot if he had Light Mirror over Iron Wall. So then Josh, he used 101's effect to take the Sage Koya. 101's effect is you detach 2 materials to basically target one face-up attack position special summon monster your opponent controls, and you make it an XYZ material. All right, let's see. Come on, Donnell. I defended you about the slow play. But I don't blame him. Sylvan's a hard deck to play. Sometimes you really have to think. So I kind of wish Donnell would switch to a different deck. Because I go to time a lot with Sylvans, especially when I'm playing against the Hat deck, because it's such a grindy matchup. All right, so Terraforming for Mount Sylvania, and normal summon the Princess Sprout, activate Sylvania, send the Hermitry from his hand to the graveyard. Now he's going to stack. He can stack whatever he wants. So what do you go for? You don't have anything for Sage Koya. Do you go for Martial Leave? Do you try to snipe his back row? Are you afraid of Josh's back row? That's about it. I can't think of anything else. Do you put Sylvan Charity on top if you have Upstart? I don't know. We'll see what Donnell decides to do. Donnell's, like I said, Donnell's deck's very similar to mine. I saw Aaron, shout out to, I think it was Aaron Patino, he made a comment about Donnell in like the previous video about if he had Peacekeeper in his deck, but no, Donnell's not playing Peacekeeper. It is not in his deck. He's playing like an extremely standard Sylvan deck, which is the Patrick Hoban build. That's the standard Sylvan deck. I know maybe Sylvans have been more modernized. I've made actually some changes to my deck recently. So yes, I like this play. You can get the red tree, so you tribute the princess to excavate the red tree. And the red tree, when it's excavated, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, rearrange them in any order. Now, he's probably not going to put the Princess Sprout on top. That's the Princess Sprout's on-field effect is you can tribute it, excavate the top card of your deck. Then you can put a Sprout monster on top of your deck. Sometimes, okay, so he's going to special summon Black. Oh, this is not. I don't like this play, but honestly, I don't know how I feel about Blaster. The card, it's a card that I could see myself cutting in the Sylvan deck. Sometimes it's really good, but sometimes it's really bad. Like, it's not a plant type monster, but it, like, I don't know. I'm not sure about Blaster. Like, I could see myself cutting it down the road. Anyway, Josh activates Needlebug Nest. Because when you look at the Sylvan deck, it doesn't play any dragons. Now, sometimes you do go into your extra deck. Like, I've banished, like, start a Spark Dragon for it or Scrap Dragon. But you only play, what, 5 fires? 7 fires in your deck. That's it. 7 fires. 2 lone fires, 2 red mushrooms, and 3 of the big red hermitry. And you don't ever want to banish your red trees. Sometimes you don't mind banishing lone fire. Anyways, Josh normal summons Eclipse Wyvern and goes to end phase. So yeah, the Dragon Rulers, they all, if they're special summoned, they all return to your hand or your opponent's end phase. So Blaster returns. During Josh's end phase, Donnell tries to activate the Mount Sylvania. To Mount Sylvania during your opponent's end phase, you can excavate the top card of your deck. If it's a plant type monster, you must excavate it. If it's non-plant, you can either A, keep it on top of the deck, or put at the bottom. So it looks like Donnell passed, and it's just going to get poked for 16 and 21. Leaves Donnell at 43. And end phase, Sylvania. He kept the Curry Bandit on top? Oh, no. Do you really want Curry Bandit right now? Because he's going to hit you for 37 and leave you at 600. So what are you trying to draw? 2 Miracle Furts are gone. I think you put that Curry Bandit at the bottom. Okay, good. Yeah, put it at the bottom. good. You don't want to draw that right now. Good job, Donnell. Oh, the third Miracle Fur. What a draw. Or he had it. He had it. Sorry. That was a good. Josh chains Maxi to the third Miracle Fur. He brings back Sage Koya. I think you hit over. Do you hit over the. Are you afraid of him making another rank 4? No, he's gonna. He lets it just. Let me just run over the. I don't know. Depends if he has emptiness or not. One thing I hate about Lightsworn Ruler, sometimes you have to preemptively flip emptiness if you're afraid of JD. It's not like Royal Oppression where you can just chain it to JD summon. Alright, so here, since he milled the Zephyros, Darnell's going to flip emptiness. I actually think that emptiness might win Darnell this game. Josh can't deal with it. Yeah, Josh can't deal with the emptiness right now. Do you just ride the Sage Koya to victory? Sage emptiness? Okay, so now Darnell has to decide on Iron Wall. Yeah, forget Iron Wall. That should have been Light Mirror. If it was Light Mirror, I'd definitely keep it on top. Yep. If only it was Light Mirror. So he activates the field spell. Okay, so he's going to destroy his emptiness. Ooh. I don't know about this one, man. That emptiness. Maybe Dono has game, but he doesn't know that Josh has Gores in his hand. Okay, so here Josh is going to Fiend Comedian. I think Soul Release might be better. Yeah, I think Soul Release, because you guarantee hit 5 cards out of their graveyard. Yeah, I like Soul Release better. So Donnell brings back the Sage Koyas. Josh slammed his deck. Yep, activates. Doesn't hit a plant, hits Maxi and Soul Charge. So I think Donnell's going to go for an Aurea play. Aurea bounce, try to bounce his Miracle Fur and Josh's Eclipse Wyvern. Ooh, but like I said, I think that him getting rid of his emptiness. Let's see if he comes back to bite Dono. I don't think you can kill him through a Gores. Alright, so he's going to activate Aurea's effect, but luckily he hit 2 plants off the Aurea. So yeah, Breakthrough Skill goes to the bottom of the deck. Oh, nope, Dono in the bottom. Yes, so it bounces the Miracle Fur and the Eclipse Wyvern, doesn't target. So yeah, that Breakthrough Skill is supposed to go to the bottom of the deck, but it was late at night. I can tell these two are exhausted. I was at this tournament, obviously, and I was also dead tired. Does he have game? This will leave him at 11. So he hits for 26 first, and then 28. So, but this is good because you want to leave Lightsworn really low, but unfortunately he's gonna still be at 11, so he can still pay for JD and Michael, but he won't be able to pay for Soul Charge. So yeah, he's only gonna be able to pay one. You can tell Donald's a little upset about that Gores. It don't matter. I think Donald should not have thrown away that emptiness in this matchup. Now he's got that Light Mirror. No, sorry, not Light Mirror, Iron Wall. So he's gonna flip Iron Wall. Yeah, 43. I think in this situation, it wouldn't have mattered that much if it was a Light Mirror. I think earlier it mattered. Turn 1 it mattered. But now, because Josh has like Soul Charge. Now he's at 11. That's the one good news for Donnell. Oh wow, Josh used a Donnell token. That's a Donnell Gorge token right there. I have the same token. I remember one time I was playing somebody, I think it was yesterday, and I had a Donnell token and a Cam token, and I told him, who do you want to tag over, Donnell or Cam? And he's like, I'm gonna tag over Donnell. All right, so here Josh summons Minerva. I think he can make Leo with the Gores and clear Donnell's board. So Donnell's gonna just activate Max C. He's gonna draw 1 card. Yep. So Josh synchros for, I'm guessing, Leo. Leo's gonna get rid of the Aurea. The token's gonna run over Sage Koya. So Donald's gonna lose his Miracle Furt. We'll see if Donald can get out of this one, but it's not looking good. He takes 400 total. Yeah, 400. The worst part is, how does Donnell deal with a Leo? I don't think he can. So he's gonna use the field spot at the end phase. He's gonna keep the charity. So that's something Donnell does. I just noticed he keeps a dice on the field spell so he remembers to use it during his opponent's end phase. All right. So Sylvan Charity is gonna put the field spell back on top and Curry Bandit. Yeah, I've been to. I know some of you guys maybe have watched previous videos. I've been thinking about cutting down to 2 Curry Bandit, but turn 1 is so good. I just can't. Like, I want to go first and see that card in my opening hand. Okay, so Donald's going to summon Lone Fire. Josh with his own emptiness. I think that's GG. That's all she wrote, man. Donald's looking at his hand, probably thinking, how do I get out of this? I'm the same way. Whenever I'm like, man, I think that's gay. You try to think of a way out, but you're kind of like, yeah, I don't think I have a way out. Yeah, Scoop Donnell. Yeah, he shows his hand. He had Blaster. Yeah, I think if that Iron Wall was Light Mirror, Donnell wins this game. Now maybe he could have also won had he kept his emptiness up. That was another path to victory Donnell had. But the side deck error is different. But the keeping the emptiness up was like kind of something that I thought about. Anyways, congrats to Josh getting to his first finals in hat format. We'll see if he can get that first win in hat or 5th win overall. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, all caps, one word. Yep, I'll see all you guys next time. Bye.